This model kit review is of the Ferrari FXX-K. It's an upgraded version of the FXX, and this is some beautiful box art here. It's a 1/24 scale model by Tamiya. Lots of parts. Here's the parts listing. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of detail here, and it gives you some of the features. There's a picture of the finished model, and some details there about the car. Looks like we get these are some optional extras here: the photo etched and carbon set, and these are the colors that are needed, amongst others. And nothing else on the box, so let's have a look on the inside and let's see what we've got. Lots of sprues here to go through. Okay, so here we have our wheels, and we've got some, these are the rear wheels, they're wider, and these are front wheels. We've got some additional parts here. Looks like these are the central caps there for our wheels, and then we have fluid cap there. But this is very nice chrome, so we can use that. And over here we've got the typical poly caps that comes with the Tamiya cars, that you can have the wheels turn. And we've got our tires. These are smooth racing tires. They feel a little stiff. Okay, next here's our glass, and we've got looks like some of the pieces have come off. Our rear glass here. Here's our front windshield. We've got our side glass there with the sliding slot, so you don't need to have the window go down. And then we've got some headlights parts there, and probably a rear glass as well. Okay, here we've got our racing seats. There's one, there's the other. The insides of our door cards here. These doors will open and close. There's the hinge. We've got some side mirrors there. Some body panels there. Here is the rear underside of the car with the diffuser, allowing the air to rejoin. And then we've got some probably some exhaust parts there. These are our rear winglets, but beautifully molded. There's our front bumper. Okay, in grey here we have some alternative seats. These are not racing seats. We've got some exhaust parts here. Got the very large disc brakes there, and the brake calipers as well. We've got some suspension parts. There's our wheel hubs there and there. These are the front ones. You can see they've got a little clip that goes on there to allow it to turn. There's a steering rack, all very nicely molded, just an incredible amount of detail. We've got radiator parts here, engine casing parts, along with our transaxle there. There's the fan for the radiator, our axles, exhaust parts, just beautifully molded, and an incredible amount of detail. Okay, here we've got all the body panels. So we've got lots and lots of scoops and vents and channels for allow air to go through. We've got, these are the doors, the front, there's the rear with the engine cover, there's the rear bumper. Also all beautifully molded, just an incredible amount of detail. Okay, last sprue here. This is the chassis here with the floor pan, and that'll go on top of it. This is where the engine will sit with this. There's the air cover with the boxes. That'll do the air intake into the engine. And that looks like that's our instrument panel there. And then these are wheel wells there. It's the front splitter. Got some suspension parts there. There's our steering wheel, our windshield wiper, this instrument panel there, and then this is the This is the top of the cockpit. Doors sit there, and these are how they build the carbon fiber monocoque cars these days. There's the dashboard, just absolutely beautifully molded. Okay, let's have a look at our instructions here and our decals. So these are the silver decals, and they are beautifully printed. Don't mess these up, you won't be able to reprint those, you have to buy another one. Let's see, here's some details about the car. So these are the other decals here, very beautifully printed. Here we have some silver press on. You'll rub those on with the Ferrari logo. We also have some masks for the rear and front glass. We've got some transfer type decals here for the wheels, and then 2 pieces of mesh for the vents and grills. That's a great level of detail there. Okay, let's have a look at our instructions. So the usual traditional instructions here, some details there. Talks about the coloring there. And let's start the build here. And build the engine. Then mount the engine and the chassis. Then you get the exhausts there. And then axles. So here the floor pan goes on as well as the suspension. Put the radiator on, the rest of the suspension, and looks like that's the rear torsion bar. Now putting the front wheels and steering together, the rear wheels and hubs going on there. Now we've got the different interior body panels. So this is the splitter going on there, and that is the front of the wheel well, the wheel arch, and then some additional body panels. I don't really know why we put these things in here if you're going to cover them right up, but they are there. Okay, then there's the rear. That's the diffuser, and then shows you how to cut out the mesh to these exact patterns. I like to offset them a little bit so that I can save some of it for future projects. So we've got the rear wheel wells going on there. It's best to paint them before you put that mesh on. And then we've got a fire extinguisher and mounting the rear wheel mounts. The air box is going on there. And that's all then mounted onto the engine. That's the engine bulkhead, the roll bar. The driver's seat's there. I guess you could use the other ones, although this is not a road legal car. Okay, mounting that on, and then building the rest of the interior here. That's all then mounted onto the car. And then there's the roof, and it shows you how to mask off the front and rear windshields. We mount all that, and we start to mount some of the body panels here. Mounting the front windshield, interior of the door panel, and then start to build the doors. Interior of the door panels, the door cards going on there as well as that glass, and then mount it inside so that it can open and close. Here's the front bumper, or cowling as they call it. And air intakes all going in as well. Same mesh as before. And mount that onto the car. And then rear bumper. That's all in mounted. And including our lights and exhausts. some additional rear cowling parts, and then this also goes onto the this is the engine bay cover. As you can see, there's a lot of detail, lots of pieces going on. There's the front spoiler. Got our wheels and tires. Those are then mounted, and then some additional little body parts. They do give you these little rods to hold open the rear cowling. Side mirrors there, and then there is the finished model with the decals. And all in all, that is an incredible model with an incredible amount of detail.